Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central, I'm your host Jack, and today we're taking a look at why men aren't showing up to singles dating events. Well, let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course. Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
I know this is gonna sound mean, but I just need to rant for a minute. Do ugly guys have more confidence than hot men? Because why did I go out dancing last night and the only guys with the to come and chat me up were 2s and 3s? And I am not saying that I'm a perfect 10, a goddess of a woman, but I would like to think that I could pull a man who's hotter than the living embodiment of a toe fungus, and yet that's who's coming and flirting with me. And so men, I need y'all to weigh in. I need attractive men specifically to weigh in. Are y'all shy? Is that what the tea is? Are you already booed up? Or are you just so fine that you don't need to approach a woman because they just automatically come up to you? I'm confused. I would like some insight. Please let me know down in the comments.
She doesn't realize that the men approaching her are the ones at her level, ugly or old. The guy she actually wants, they're avoiding her because she's not on their level.
So I just came from a singles party, singles gathering, and it was amazing. This was my first one. Now, the only downfall was that in a room full of women, there was 4 men. Where are the single men?
It was amazing. Love the positivity, ma'am, but if only 4 men showed up, I wouldn't call it a success.
Excuse me, do you have the directions?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, to your heart? Can I get your number?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I think he's talking to you.
Yeah.
What's your story?
What do you mean?
What's good with you? What?
I'm good, I just want your number, you're cute. I saw you from like 10 miles away, I still couldn't be further enough.
Stop.
Yes.
Where'd you drop from, heaven?
Well, she's got the medical. I know. I don't want to show up on any of those reels.
You got that yacht.
With lines like that, maybe there's a good reason women are always expecting men to do the approaching.
Are Filipino guys just not interested in meeting girls in real life? Okay, so we've been hosting these parties in Manila where a countdown reveals everyone's date for the night, and surprising but not surprising, there are always more girls than guys. Like, in all honesty, we had to postpone one of our parties because we had 50 girls and only 10 guys. Like, where are the Filipino guys? Are you guys stuck on dating apps? Because girls are starting to delete them and meeting people in real life is back again. So sign up for the next one or send this to your single guys because we honestly need them.
Men skip these events because real life already feels like one. Women expecting us to show up, impress, and pay just for their attention.
The problem is, if I plan a singles mixer in Fort Worth, 6,000 women are gonna come and there will be 3 men there. There will be 3 men there. Unless I get a bunch of men that say they single and they'll be there. I'm not planning because I already know how it go.
6,000 women, 3 guys. Yeah, no one's calling that a good time.
We've left the event. Now we are eating doner kebabs.
Okay, I'm back, and here's the update. I did not meet my husband. Honestly, I feel like the event was pretty poorly organized. Like, everyone was kind of just in a room, and I don't know, there was just like no natural mingling going on. There was also no music. The drink situation was also kind of just like pre-made pictures of margaritas. And then, what else? Oh, and there were no tacos. They promised us tacos, and there were no tacos. Another thing, but this one I kind of expected, that there were just so many more women than men. Like, it is New York City, and it's also a ticketed dating event, so I feel like that kind of lends itself to being more female-heavy.
Thought she'd meet Mr. Right, instead she ended up at a badly managed brunch with too many women and no prospects.
I'm gonna ask a guy out, I've just seen him over there. He's the hottest guy I think I've ever seen in my life. So rejection therapy. This feels like the biggest rejection therapy ever. Let's do it. Excuse me, I just wanted to say that I think you are so hot.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome. I wondered, would you go on a date with me?
Unfortunately, you're not really my type. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No problem at all. I hope you have a great day.
You too.
Goodbye, thank you.
Bold move, but unfortunately, confidence doesn't always mean success. Better luck next time.
Okay, so I have a genuine question. Where in this day and age do you find men? Like good actual men? Tinder, no. Hinge, no. Bumble, that's a joke. Co-workers, no. That is banned. That is a joke as well. Uni, no. Don't be ridiculous. I don't reckon you'd find someone at a bar or clubbing. No. Festival, also no. Also, like, do I have the money to go to a festival every month? No. Like, genuinely, where do you find men? Where do you find your men?
Nowhere. In my dreams.
In your dreams.
Yep.
The issue isn't men, it's that all of these desperate women have the wrong attitude when it comes to finding a man.
On today's episode of I Have Too Much Time on My Hand and I Be Doing the Most Random. So I basically came across this TikTok account that wants to revamp how people date. I said, boom, it's cute, you know, let me see what it's hitting for. I got there, very well organized, I can see why they had success. But where the at? I wasn't even trying to be picky, but where to find it at? No, not the bald, under 5'9", it really wasn't hitting. It was more females than men, but you know, you can't control that. I immediately checked out, went to the bar. I'm at the bar, it's like a whole bunch of other females that feel the same way. We all decided that that was not our vibe. Made no sense to waste our time. Ended up leaving, we got dinner and some drinks. Oh no, it was a cute experience. I was able to network and make more friends. It's always exciting and fun and new. Where the our target audience definitely wasn't there. We all decided we're gonna have to do something different.
You went to a singles mixer because you had too much free time, but so did every other lonely woman in the area.
Are you single by chance?
No.
And you?
Married.
No? Single by chance?
No, I'm not, sorry.
No? Are you single by chance?
I'm not.
No? Do you have single friends by chance?
I'm sure I do.
Yes.
Not very many.
Single?
No, I'm married.
Ah, okay. Excuse me, are you single by chance?
No.
No? Single by chance? No? Are you single by chance? No? Do you have single friends? No. Are you single by chance?
I'm not, I'm afraid.
No. Is anyone single by chance? No, no one is single. Are you single by
I'm
chance?
married, sorry.
Do you have any single friends?
I probably do have single friends, yeah.
Can you give them invitation for the singles party this Friday? Are you single by chance?
No, unfortunately not.
No.
Sorry.
Do you have any single friends?
Yeah, they're actually just up here.
Can you invite them for singles party this Friday? Ask you, are you single by chance? Are you?
Do you want to take me?
Are you single?
Do you want to marry me?
Ma'am, if this isn't a sign to rebrand your event as a lady support group, I don't know what is.
Where are all the good men at? They're everywhere. But you told them to stop approaching. So they did. Now, they're not approaching you. And you're confused as to why. Because you told them to. And now you're asking, well, why aren't men approaching? Because you said not to approach. They're doing what you said. Last I checked, most of the time, men do what they say they're gonna do. And, you know, if a woman says, please don't approach me, they won't approach. And when men are straightforward, men are very straightforward, most of them. Like I said, I'm not generalizing all of them. But most men are very straightforward. So if you say don't approach me, it doesn't mean yes, please approach me, but like don't, because that makes no sense. Men are not mind readers. So if you want a man to approach you, maybe you should approach him first, because your buying signals aren't making any sense unless we start dropping handkerchiefs like we used to back in the day.
Sorry, ladies, but you can't find any good men because women push us away. Like she said, this is all on you.
So after I posted the Seek event, I got a nice little mixed bag of different reactions. So let's get into the reasons why men don't show up to these events. Some of these men ain't gonna be there because they got girlfriends already. I'm sorry. Either they got old lady at home and they trying to explore their options. They just not gonna pull up. Sorry. It is what it is. A lot of men aren't going to tell you this, ladies, but some of us are kind of worried. Some of us are nervous. Some of us are scared because if we go to these events, we don't want to be rejected. The male ego is fragile. I can't really explain it, but it's just one of those things where y'all even say it yourselves. Y'all beat us down so much. It's tough for us to get our up to go up there and try to shoot our shot at you when y'all talk about nothing but us being ain't. It's tough.
A lot of men are taken. The rest, they dodge these mixers to avoid rejection and the constant man bashing. It's just not worth it.
Why only hard to get men?
Listen, I don't know.
Okay.
It was hard.
I
would
mean,
always
I can
sell
guess.
out of women tickets. Men, it was difficult for them to come. I don't know if they are intimidated or if they feel like, why would I pay for a speed dating event when there's so many women out there I can find for free?
Okay.
You know, it's more it's more women out there than men. I don't know, but it was always difficult. So I had to put a pause, but at the time I was still trying to find something else to match like the stress, because I'm tired of being stressful at this job.
These events aren't meant for men, they're just a stage for women to pat themselves on the back. Hard pass.
Okay, so I'm going to try to explain why I think a lot of men are not going to show up to those mixers, those speed dating events, and all those things where a lot of women show up and they're struggling to sell tickets when it comes to the men. There is a reminder everywhere, right, that women are saying that 80% of men are unattractive, that the dating pool is so horrid and men aren't interesting anymore. Men are seeing what women would pop their balloon for and what other women would agree to pop their balloon for. So what I think men are feeling is that they would be showing up to these events for some type of opportunity for the companionship, whereas women would be showing up just for the experience. Women are showing up to look at the decorations and see the food and take the pictures and see if they admire the other women's outfits or maybe even some of the men's outfits. But the reason why I think a lot of men feel like they would just be a prop in the women's experience is because I think the men believe the women when they talk about their disinterest in men, and that the mixer is just another good time that goes on her Sunday night story as a bookend for her get ready with me. Something has to change before men start to believe in stuff like that.
A lot of men are looking for companionship, while most of the women at these events just want validation. Easy to see why men are opting out.
This is so stupid, but I just went live on TikTok to try to talk to people in real time. We are doing great on responses. I have 55 responses. Unfortunately, they are all women, so that's not going to work. You guys, we need to find eligible men, and I know they're out there. I literally only know one man, though, that I wanted to do for this sort of setup, and he pissed me off last night, so I don't want to help him. I'm going to gatekeep. He's not worthy of you. Not right now. Not when he's in the doghouse. Anyways. Maybe that's not funny to anybody else, and I'll tell you, going live on TikTok, that felt like one of the most vulnerable moments of my life. And I know that 2 of you guys that follow me, y'all saw, so I'm sorry.
Ma'am, men have better things to do than play along with your matchmaking fantasy.
There's an epidemic. There's an epidemic of men not approaching women at the bar. Let's talk about it. That's good. Thank you. I'm not really quite sure. Men are afraid of being rejected. We are not going to reject. Some girls will. Men are so afraid of being rejected, but I bet you 90% of the women will actually not reject you if you approach them right. And what's the right way? Not coming up to me saying, "Hi, what's your name?" and putting your hand out to shake my hand. Also, like, don't come off too strong. If you're like coming over and saying, "You're so beautiful," like, I'm immediately like scared. Yeah. Like, now I know your intention is you want to date me, even though you don't even know me. Yeah. Or that you want to hook up. That ain't gonna work.
2 women complaining about how men don't approach, yet they have a checklist for every move. No wonder they're avoiding you.
Imagine this, right? You're starting a singles dating event. Who do you think will sign up more? Men or women? And this is aimed more men than it is women. But starting in there, I was convinced it would be men that will sign up more. Where the women go, the men will follow, kind of thing. But it's totally the other way around. Women are the ones who sign up and seem to be more up for meeting people for real, and with less reservations. Whereas guys are a little bit slow to sign up and actually DM me with more questions. And it's not that men don't sign up, but for every 100 women that join the list, we'll get maybe 40 guys, which is wild when you think about it.
Women will always outnumber men at these events, and it's no wonder they leave disappointed.
Statistics are showing that more and more men in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, I think it's like 70%, are choosing to stay single. Honestly, in my personal opinion, is that we have way too much to lose. If the relationship doesn't work out, if you wake up one day and you're just sick and tired of us, and then if we get married, God, it only gets worse. I mean, you guys wind up taking everything from us. No offense to all the women who are decent out there, but there are a lot of people out there that don't get married for the right reasons. They get married, to say they're married, especially if it's somebody that has a lot of money. it's just too much of a risk. For me personally, I don't ever think I'm ever going to get married again for sure. But I mean, I've been single now for 2 years and I absolutely love it.
Guys in their prime aren't scared of commitment. They're just smart. Why gamble on a woman who could take it all away from you? Not a man in sight, but hey, at least she might make a new BFF.
I just got back from the most unhinged speed dating event of my entire life. Dating in Charlotte is a problem. Honestly, this needs to be studied. This experience needs to be studied. So I will preface this by saying I did not want to go. This is not my cup of tea. This is not how I generally meet people. I was very concerned and very anxious, going into this. I really was. Like, truly. I tried to get out of it multiple times. I texted my best friend. I was like, I just don't think I should go. She was like, no, you need to get out there. Stop meeting men on these apps. Start meeting men in real life. As we know, men don't approach women as much in real life. So a speed dating event felt like the perfect place to meet men where they would feel comfortable approaching women and women would feel comfortable being approached. Here's where everything went wrong. Now, the event started at 6 o'clock. I will admit, I got there at 7:30. Maybe a problem. But the thing about it is the flyer said this is a mix and mingle speed dating happy hour. First of all, I don't even know that those words really go together, but to me, it felt like kind of a come and go as you please. So I didn't want to be the first one there at 6 o'clock. Showing up at 7:30 was also not the move though, because when I walked in, it was packed. And what do you think I saw? What do you think I saw? Exactly what I thought I was going to see. 80 women sitting alone. No men in sight. None. I promise you. I will overlay a video. There were I could not see one man outside of the people servicing tables at this place.
Hate to break it to you ladies, but most events aren't gonna have men falling out of the sky. It's usually just a room full of women talking to each other.
I've now seen 2 videos today. One naturally and someone tagged me in the other one of 2 Dallas TikTokers or influencers who went to a singles event last night, right? And both of them had the same thing. First of all, Dallas women are gorgeous. They always have been. Shout out to them. They were talking about how it was all Dallas women in there and no men. Like, they literally said the exact same thing. Both of them said it was like 10 men in there, including the one guy who made the thing, right? Because one of the influencers was a guy, the other one was a girl. And I'm just going to tell you why the men aren't going. The men are exhausted. They are exhausted from the rejection. They're exhausted from the criticism. Like, think about, I made a video for y'all earlier this week about some girl who made a video talking about calling some of the women in Dallas male-centered because they are going to like the run clubs and stuff, trying to find a man. But those would be some of the same women who would come to a singles mixers. They don't want to be male-centered. They think men aren't worth anything, but they would be at those events. And the dudes are kind of tired of it. I'm not saying there is no hope, but I'm just saying the dudes are tired of the singles mixers because it's always the same rinse and repeat. It's always the same. Y'all go to these events, come on TikTok, give an appalling criticism of the men weren't attractive, they weren't high value, like the girls were top tier, but the men were like, who's signing up for that? So I'm sorry that the singles mixer didn't go well, but think about what y'all have done to make it not go well.
That's pretty much the perfect summary. Why would any man sign up for all of that?
Bro, am I the only guy that just does not give a about having a girlfriend or being in a relationship anymore? Like, I can't be the only guy who just genuinely does not like anybody. Like, I don't give a don't like y'all. I ain't been in love with a girl since 2019, 2018, 2017, back in high school, a little bit after I graduated high school. Like, no. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, damn, I might actually be okay with never getting in a relationship ever again. Like, don't give a
Sometimes being alone beats the headache of dealing with entitled women. This guy just realized peace is priceless.
I just saw a video of like a girl posting, being like, why are 80% of single men not wanting to date anymore, like not even trying? And it's like, bro, like, do you see the landscape we're in today? Relationships nowadays aren't even like actual relationships. They're just turns, bro. They're just your turn. Like one of the comments on that video was like, too much effort for too much risk. And then the creator, the girl, responded, said, don't put in as much effort.
So what? Like,
we have to show less love to get more? That doesn't make any sense, bro. That just proves everyone's point on why we don't want to date no more. And it's not even about like, oh, I'll just show less effort. Like eventually, bro, you're gonna want to show more. And if I have to show less effort the whole time, then what's the point of the relationship?
And honestly, with the state of today's dating landscape, can you really blame them? 47 minutes of driving just to find a room full of women. Why am I not surprised? You know it's bad when the only way to meet someone is by sabotaging another date.
So apparently in China, 800 single women came out for matchmaking. Not 100, not 200, but 800 women came out for matchmaking. And if you see this lady, they are very, very pretty. They have connection, they have good job, they have money, they have it all. They have everything you can think of a lady. No single man came out. It was just only the women. Then come to the UK. You will see some of these ladies in the UK that men are even asking out, but they will be there giving these men too many criteria. They'll be like, I don't want a man who's on skilled visa. I don't want a man who's on student visa. I don't want a man who's a carer. Are you serious? Do you know what you are doing to yourself as a lady?
So many women call themselves high value but can't find a man. Maybe it's because reality doesn't meet your fantasy criteria.
I would love if we could be honest and rebrand singles events as the truth, which is a perfect place to meet your brand new platonic best friend. Men don't go to these. Men do not go to singles events. Stop paying money to go to singles events. Men don't go. Stop it.
At this point, these events should just be renamed Girls' Night with name tags.
The reason why men are going to singles mixers, especially in Dallas, it's not a prize to win a bill. It's not a prize to win a bill. I want y'all to know the second you go to these singles events and you're in there and there's a mutual meetup, after that mutual meetup, there's nothing, it goes back to regular. It still goes back to you pay for it and you hope that she reciprocates. It still goes back to she's dating and she went to an event to find men to date. And then when she leaves here, she probably has other pursuers or some type of like, if I found her attractive, then most likely somebody else found her attractive. I'm not the only genius in the city. So if I went up to her and I said, oh, you're pretty, I want to take you out. How many other times this week am I gonna have to worry about that? Because not only is she just an attractive woman, she's an attractive woman that's getting out looking to be in mixers and stuff like that. Like what? Like what? I like you and I want to build with you, but you've made it to the point where you've got so many options or you've got so many opportunities to go on dates. I'd be like, I don't want to date no girl. I don't want to date no woman that's on 4 dates a week while I'll only get one of them with her. I don't. A
singles event usually doesn't lead to commitment. It just means you're auditioning for a girl's rotation. You guys have made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel in the algorithm is to watch one of my videos right after this video. So if you like this video, you might as well watch another one. Till next time.